Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back then to round three, the Tier 2 division here at Australia. I hope you're all doing well, and I am joined yet again by the one and only Maggie. Maggie, how you doing, mate? We are back, mate. We are back here in the full qualifying session, full grid today, few reserves, but yeah, how you feeling about this one? Yeah, no, obviously street track, as you said, and that, like you said, that goes a little bit um, unnoticed. Oh, wait, apparently they can't hear you. Yeah.
How's that?
Brilliant. Brilliant. So like you said, Maggie, street track today. I mean, it sort of doesn't feel like a street track because it feels like a really decent circuit, which would be a normal circuit. So yeah, only a few overtaking spots, but I feel like it's going to be a good one today. And we got Q2 and Q3 wet weather, Maggie.
Well, fancy that. Thank God we didn't have it in T3. Put it that way. Wet weather is pretty horrible around here. Even though, like you said, yes, it doesn't feel like a street circuit because it's so open and wide. Um, Joy of being Australian, I suppose. You get wide roads. But yeah, it is a bit of a nasty one at times, and I think Gregory is on the track right now, so it will be good to see what people are like in the wet itself.
Yeah, I mean, just to get sort of idea, I mean, the guys had wet weather last weekend as well, so they'd be sort of chomping to bits to really try and get some dry weather and dry action. Maybe we got a dry race. Obviously, we don't know yet. But no, interesting to see what this pace is going to be like as well in this Q1 session. We've seen pretty interesting times in Tier 3 this morning and see what the lads can go on to do in Tier 2 this afternoon. But full grid and few names back on the grid.
We do. Obviously, Gregory's just coming down for the fast chicane 11 and 12. He's just gone a bit wide and he's invalidated as well at the same time, so he will not be setting that lap.
Very tricky left right that is. Bit of a chicane really, but it's a flat out chicane. You just
Yeah,
don't want to get, but you can get bogged down pretty much on exit.
you
So yeah,
can. I
that's
mean, people say, it's a bit tricky. I was able to get through nicely, easily. Weren't any issues at all.
yeah. I
So,
mean, yeah. If you can nail it right every time, sort of, if you find that sweet spot and the muscle memory, you won't be too little bit too bad on that corner. But he was next across the line then. It's going to be
is it average time?
let's
I think average time
see.
was about to cross the line now and will go fastest for now with a 17.6. Not
Got
bad
a
like that.
Ferrari
Bad lap
coming to
from
the right.
Tom South. I mean, he got a great launch at 16, so it was amazing. CJ3000 now goes fastest in Q3 with a 16 flat, but no, forget that, deadly 16.6.
16.6. There you go. Then already getting close to those tier three times from this morning.
Well, it was a 16.9 pole time, so it's
Yeah, so
already been beaten
it's
by
already
three
been
tenths.
beaten. But no, yeah, really excited for this. Sort of the now it's that little bit in the turning point in the championship. Now we've got sort of the, as you can see there, Bananarama not on the tier two grid anymore. He's actually been now promoted to tier one, and so did obviously Bjorn has got a bit of a problem trying to get on the tier one grid, and he's off the grid anymore. So now I'm really interested to see how close it's going to be. Who is going to be getting that pole? Who's going to be getting those race wins now? Our championship leader is a fixture that is out there on a lap, Maggi. He seems to be doing all right at the
He
moment.
is. I'm just on board. I am on board of Nathan. He just lost a back end coming out of Ascari into Stewart, and obviously just lost a back end. That has just come through 15, which just turn 15, which is Prost,
Okay, man.
before abandoning it and going into the pits. Yes, there is corner names, believe it or not, for this track.
Yeah, so Sergio Silva 18-3 over the line up there with his teammate of Mr. Reese. Yeah, we
Nathan,
probably have that conversation about Nathan every week as well, Maggi. He's just struggling, isn't he? A little bit.
he is, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get there. He fixed it, just about to come over the line now, and goes P2 with a 17 flat at the moment. But the standout time is, of course, Delhi with a 16.6.
Yeah, what a hell of an improvement.
Pretty much the same as it was in Tier 3 this morning. I think Q1 time was about half a second quicker than anyone else.
Right. So yeah, if you took Deadly out of the equation there, look how close it would be in terms of times. I mean, I don't know where. I don't know.
I've noticed a lot of people are invalidating their times here at the moment. I think some are just getting these corners a bit wrong, might be taking too much curb or going too far out. So we'll have to see how it goes. Because Pellyback is now starting his second lap, unfortunately. No, he's not. He's actually abandoned it and backing off.
Yeah, you're so on the limit, especially at turn 1.
Yeah.
You've got to be sort of over the curb and getting that just right, and then on exit you don't want to sort of glide out too far. I mean, I had a double warning there on realistic, which was really weird on the exit. I think the game penalised me for a double, and then I was like, what? Well, yeah. Anyway, it
can do that. It can.
Yeah,
do
it's
that
a glitch within the game. It's just.
Yeah, because there's so much curb as you go into 2, you don't actually realise how much curb there is and where the white line actually sits.
Yeah, that is the problem with it. But yeah, listen, you just got to take it on the chin, and you've got to move on. And Don Dedge seems to be pretty decent through the long chicane there.
Yeah, he is. He's close to the kink, which is not classed as a corner anyway. But he comes into 13 Ascari, gets a slow down well, gets a brilliant exit coming towards Stewart, turn 14. Again, with this one, you can take it sixth gear, because I've done it. But then you just have to, in the race, you do have to back off a bit. Don Dedge will now come over and go P8, 17.3. I'm just trying to think where the cut-off time is going to be, because there is still, 5 cars yet to set a lap, which is Nathan, Banana, we know who won't qualify anyway, DJ Harvey, who is back, Rocket Man, and Pelly.
So, people are going to be a little bit confused to see this name back on track, but DJ Harvey is back, ladies and gentlemen. It took a few seasons out due to reasons within F7, but we decided to let him and the gang back, so a little bit from a level from me. I just want to give a warm welcome back to DJ Harvey, Oliver DeMose, and Ryan Dijperveen, if they are watching this afternoon. But they're back within the F7, probably buckle up their ideas a little bit and be back, but listen, F7's not about the past, it's about the present, and let's see what DJ
about
Harvey...
the future as well.
It is. See what DJ Harvey can do this afternoon, but we will come back to him ever so shortly, as we've got some drivers coming to the line now.
I'm just staying on DJ Harvey right now as he just powered through Bradman Jones of turn 1 and 2, and he's actually doing pretty well, to be fair. Getting the corners nicely, getting the car turned in, getting exit nicely as well. I've noticed that a lot taking the third gear through the car park area. I tend to just nail it in fourth.
Yeah, see what he's like for here. Bit of a snap on the rear, a bit of the grass on the rear, on the front right as well.
Yeah, the exit of that corner can be very forgiving, because you can actually take more the next corner than you actually think.
Yeah, you can run on the grass. It doesn't jeopardise you at all, really. You can.
No, I mean the exit itself as you come onto the back straight. Well, the curved back straight as so is. After the right hand, you got a little kinker that goes left.
Yeah.
You can actually take more of that curve than you realise.
Yeah, you can sort of just glide over it. You will get punished for a cut there, but
if you take too much, then
yeah, you have to be so on the limit.
You can basically straight line the corner itself.
And this looks pretty decent from DJ Harvey. I mean, this looks just settled down. I know he would have been doing some practice, and I can definitely tell you he's going to be feeling the nerves a little bit. And he goes up only to P11 only. But there was a couple of mistakes in that lap, so. But pretty decent from DJ Harvey, saying we haven't seen him on the track for a few seasons. But yeah, Harvey, welcome back, mate. You have my full 100% commitment with it. As the man, how many more chances am I going to give you? But this will be a final one.
Back on board with Nathan as just comes a lot down the big long straight, which I'm quite glad the change, to be fair. Because that little chicane you had to start it was kind of it was unnecessary, so to speak.
Come on, Nathan. Get yourself out of Q1.
See how it does when he comes up to Ascari. There's tight left-handed, which has been made differently as well. It's more sharper. Now he's coming up to Prost, the second last corner. Yes, you can. It's kind of tidy, very tidy from Nathan. Literally no battery left at all. So see what he does over the line, and it's 17.8. So I think there's more to improve from Nathan there. Whether or not he can go again, if he's got any tyres left, we don't know.
No, he hasn't got the fuel either. He's in the red flashing.
I'm surprised that Sergio's down there in P17 as well.
Yeah, he's got a grid penalty as well. He's made contact with Bananarama, where Bananarama was doing his in-lap. So I don't know what's happened there, as Banana said he will self-report it. Yeah, interesting. Rocket Man, then he's coming through with the final corners. Let's see where he's going to put that Red Bull. He's got a lot of battery still to deploy, and he is deploying it to the line now. Where is Rocket Man going to put that Red Bull? And it's up into P11. Goes ahead of DJ Harvey.
Sergio is going actually fast on his lap right now. He's 3/10 up, which will still keep him in the bottom 5. So let's see what he can make up last few corners. The technical part, the back end of the circuit. He's still looking very tidy, as Sergio. A man I've got some great time for. Massive respect for him when we were fighting for a title.
Yeah, he's definitely respected within the F7 community. He's liked by a lot of people, especially Alvaro Chabas.
It's 17, it's not enough.
No.
It is not enough.
Just can't seem to find the time. I mean, I don't know if he's going to have enough to come in and get a new set of tyres on. Nathan, Mr. Reese down there as well. Nimble Cat trying to do all he can.
Yeah, but he's invalidated. So I think, like I say, he's using a new wheel as well, and I think he's trying to take off loads of assists. So don't blame him.
Yeah, I spoke to his son before the race started, Adam, this afternoon, and he was saying my dad is turning off assists and he's really trying. So Nimble Cat, fair play to you, mate. Keep trying, keep practicing.
Well, he's got the gear to do it.
He definitely has got the gear to do it.
No, he's a good bloke, him. I met him the other day, so he's alright indeed.
Oh, you met up with him?
Well, yeah, he came down to pick up the gear.
Oh, he had yours off you. Oh, I didn't know that.
He
cool.
had my gear off me, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he's using my gear I used last week, my 598.
Oh, fair play. I didn't know. I thought it was just a random person that come and bought you of it. No, fair play. Keeping it within the community.
I did say Nimble Cat.
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't. I was concentrating on getting invites out as well, mate. So, yeah, no, fair play. Hello, Bouillon. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, but no, he came to collect it himself, so he drove a couple of hours to come and collect it, which I thought was
brilliant.
Proper decent of him as well.
Yeah.
And but there was proper chuff with it.
That's great. That's great to hear. It looks like he's getting on well as well with it. So
yeah, so I think he did have a G29 before this, and then he picked up my gear.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, Adam, if you want to know, yes, your dad has my old gear.
So then, let's focus on the drop then. 3 minutes 30 to go, and the drivers at risk are from
Sergio, Nathan, Mr. Reese, and of course Nimble Cam himself, who did a 19 flat. I don't know if he's backed off massively, so unless he's going to have another crack at it, we don't know. I don't know if he's got the fuel or not to go for another lap. Nathan's on a lap right now. Kaifin is out as well. So a lot of guys on that laps, and I believe, yes, Nimblecat is going again. So we'll see how he does in that second lap. But Nathan will cross the line first out of these bottom 5. As he's just coming through the car park area, which I like to call it because it is a car park.
Yeah, let's stay on board with Nathan here then. He's given it his all really. He's adamant not to go down to tier 3. Wants to stick with the challenge, and he's up 1.5 temps at the moment, so still needs to find a little bit more time.
I think my time, I saying in Q3 and in tier 3, I'd be out. Massively. I think the 17.4 I did in Q3 would only get I don't know, P14.
Yeah, this is looking better from Nathan here, Magic.
It really is. I mean, he's got no battery at all. He's used every single bit of it. He's got nothing left. But he's using it on every corner exit. It has a bit of a slide through Ascari as it comes through Prost and then final corner. See what it does. Not a lot of battery, no fuel. Can he do it? Can he break it?
Oh.
He does for now. 17.6.
So he's got a barrier. He's got a safety barrier of Rocket Man at the moment. So he still can afford to drop down one position. But let's keep an eye on this. Nathan will be pretty happy with that. If he can stay there, that's the question.
Well, I believe it's just going to be Mr. Reese that will cross the line next. He's only coming through Sector 1 right now. And he's 4 tenths up now. So he's looking, at the moment, at 17.9. If the finish line came up now.
Yeah, so this is the main focus, ladies and gentlemen. And in this drop zone, we've got some absolutely outstanding drivers that we've seen throughout these seasons. Over the years at F7, here comes Mr. Recent through the long chicane, and he's 6 temps up now. That will currently be enough.
He'll put him right up there. I wouldn't be surprised if he can nick into the top 10 with this lap.
But that's enough for Nathan, though, as Nathan can still finish P15, but there is some pretty dominant drivers that are coming along.
If Nathan get into Q2, I think it'll be an absolutely amazing result for him.
He'd be very delighted. Here comes Mr. Recent. He is going to go up into P13. And with the others getting on, here comes Adidas. He needs to improve only by ever so little.
And
he does.
It does knock Nathan out. 17.3 for Adidas. Adidas, Kaifin.
Hello, Epico J. How are you, mate?
Nipplecart's pit, so he's not doing any more. But here comes Sergio. Can Sergio actually smash this and try and get higher? A big name right at the bottom, which is not something you'd see every day. Only goes to P16. Sergio is out.
And that's him going to be starting from the back of this grid this afternoon because he's got a 5-place grid penalty as well. Oh, was that a flash of rain I just seen? And it is raining at the end of Q1.
So. Well, there were big names at the top. Well, should I say big names from T3 last season at the front. You know, you got Krugeries up there.
Yeah,
Nick Dew.
Unbelievable.
Alvaro P8. As it stands, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, hang on, let me check it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ex tier 3 drivers in the top 10.
Yeah, there you go. Look. Anything is possible.
Which of course is Kriggery, Pelebach, Nick, Dondej, Alvaro, Yudi, and of course VRB. 7 ex T3 drivers in the top 10.
Yeah, that's what you want though. That's what we want to see. We want to see the lower down people starting to improve, and still some big names out in Q1 though. Sergio Silva and Nathan, definitely Rocket Man had pace as well. Obviously we know Bananarama has to start from the back of this grid. But on to Q2 we go.
My Q3 time would not have seen me into Q2 here.
Yeah, that's crazy just to see the improvement of times. You know what I mean? The difference within the levels there. Then so Kriggery,
Nick actually got through on mediums.
Yeah, fair play to him. He did 3 laps on them. Deadly was fastest in that session. Then we'll see. He was in the drop zone. Unfortunately, is going out is Sergio Silva, Nathan, Rocketman, Nimblecat, and the Bananarama.
And yes, Alvaro. I am not mad at all. There's a reason why I'm called my G. There's actually a quite good reason behind it. The reason why I called my G is because I used to play Black Ops 2 with my stepson back in the day, and we set up a team called MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction, and it just stuck.
Fair play.
And the G is because, well, G is the first letter of my name. So there you go. Mad G stuck, and I like it.
Happy days, mate.
Yes.
I did see Epic OJ say hello. Apparently he's been absolutely grinding for this afternoon. So OJ, you might have to go out and get a bit of fresh air, mate.
We all need the fresh air every now and again.
So now we got the wet weather that's hit. Intermediate tyres they're going to be going out on now, and let's see where the pace is going to be at now.
But is it enough for intermediates? Because don't forget, you can. Sometimes we qualify, but on the last game, if you notice, it could have been raining, but you might have been able to do at least one lap. But it seems no, they're all coming out on inters.
Yeah, now
Who is at the front of the pack? It is an Alpine, I believe.
No, just having a little bit of a laugh, mate. Just because Reece said he was 0.01 off your time in time trial, but yeah, time trial doesn't really mean anything anymore in this game, unfortunately, because qualities are faster and grip is different constantly over every lap. But no, mate, it's nice to see you out there. I like it when people want to just give their full commitment into just practicing, and I mean the weather's been a little bit too hot in the Netherlands for me, so I haven't done much practice. But I'm going to try.
It's been warm here as well, mate.
Yeah,
so any kind of practice I've done has always been first thing in the morning,
right?
And I've just sat back and just melted.
Yeah, I bet, mate. Yeah, it's been.
But I'm glad now because it's cooled down now. No more hot days. They're gone.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit cooler here tomorrow as well. So
yeah, it's going to drop below 20 degrees over here tomorrow, which is going to be lovely.
Yeah, it'll be a lot better.
But Deadly is the first one that's going to be setting a lap. The Williams driver, of course, I'm Williams as well.
Yeah, we seen him do well in the wet weather last weekend, in terms of quality anyway. He just seems to be losing the
Has that bit of a slide coming through the final corner at the same time. Obviously me and Super Skills didn't have the best days, best races overall. But got 2 points there for Williams, so that'll do. Well, pre-any Stewart Spiners, of course. But it's 2 points. Better than nothing.
Well, it is better than nothing, mate. Any points will do.
We'll see what Deadly does. I mean, like I said, he was rapid in Q1. So see what he can do in Q2 under the wet weather that is now around surrounding Albert Park, which you all know is actually goes around the lake itself. So not like it was in Canada. That was on the outskirts of St. Lawrence Seaway. This actually has a lake in the middle of it.
Yeah. What a track it is. I do like this track. It is very hard though to nail a lap. It is so quick. Some quick corners. Low speed. Got a bit of everything.
My favourite part on this track itself is the fast chicane in the middle. I love it.
Quick. Yeah, it never used to be that quick, but it is now.
You'd be lucky if you didn't throw the car at the same time, because it used to be an auto spin curb on the exit.
Yeah. So it's nice it's not like that anymore. You can just absolutely keep it planted forever. You nail it. It's very rewarding. But here comes Deadly then. Let's see what he is setting the banker as. It is a 26.5,
which I think is actually 2 seconds slower than the lap record set by Michael Schumacher on the old track.
Wow, that's good knowledge there, mate.
I know, I looked up on Wikipedia. Wikipedia has the answers to everything. But also, of course, you know, we all know about I believe it is turn 3. Obviously, 2 big accidents have been there. Of course, we all know about Fernando Alonso's launch over Haas. But a lot of people actually forget about Martin Brundle's crash in '96, where he split the car in half.
Oh, okay.
If you ever look back, because he was driving the Jordan back in those days before he retired, I think it was on the first lap as well. So they're all bunched up, and I think he hit the back of the car, and his car flipped over upside down and split in half. Oh. With him still underneath it. If you don't believe me, everyone go check it out, because it is a whopper of crash.
Yeah.
And he's still driving cars to this day. I think he's testing an F1 car, an up-to-date F1 car somewhere.
Yeah, fair play to him.
Yeah. So a lot of the times that come through, no one's beaten Deadly's time with 26.5. Yudi came close, 26.6. So it's a lot more closer. And after Nick Dew, I think Malk is in the 27s. So just two guys set a time, and it's Kaifin coming up now with only three corners to go. As he's coming up to Prost now, turn 15. This left-hander, which you can take either third gear or second gear if you want to rotate the car, and you just put your foot down and go through turn 16. He has a bit of a wiggle mid-corner as well, and he sets a 28 dead. I think he lost a lot of time through that final corner because he had a bit of a slide midway.
Yeah, he did a few mistakes somewhere. I did pick on board to him at times.
Afix has come out in a load of traffic right now, but hopefully they all go back into the pit and give him a clear track.
So yeah, this track will constantly improve.
Well, actually, it's going to be the reverse now, isn't it? Because the track's actually getting wetter.
Yeah, for Adam
times
now
will get slower.
So he needs to be careful here.
With no spray, he should be okay with it. He's got Williams tending him right now, which is not what he needs. So he's just on his lap. He's just taking his time.
I don't know if the lads are still pushing. Nick's just warming up his tyres again.
Thank you, Nimble. He said he's got a face like I've heard the voice of me.
It's always better when you get that, yeah.
So I appreciate it, I really do. Now, what can Adam come up with?
Yeah, I'm going to stay on board with him here. Championship leader then, at round 3.
The new championship leader, so to speak.
That's very true, yeah, because we had Bjorn and I think or even Banana that was leading, but we knew they were going to get pushed up. But now Adam is the legit holder as the Motor, however you pronounce it. He's done the 26.5, he's gone ever so quicker than Deadly. So if he can do that time, I'm sure Adam can do the same, but he has invalidated his lap time, actually.
If you say Mark's name quicker, just sounds like Mark the Muter.
Mark the Muter, yeah. I'll just say Mark, and people should know what I mean.
Sounds better, doesn't it? So, as he fixed it, did invalidate, but they're on inters. There might be fuel for a few more laps. So you can see the track visibly getting wetter now because there's lighter spots appearing on the track itself. So we'll see what Afixer can do as he has to come round again. And he just got passed by Williams, who was doing another lap, which I believe was not Deadly. It was Nick. Nick is going again.
Yeah, so Nick just sort of trying to find his rhythm a little bit here. He's 5 tenths down, but
yeah, it's hard to find your rhythm in the wet itself because it can be right one lap and then gone the next.
Exactly.
So the braking point changes ever so much, and I'm starting to see his spray now. So I think Adam's left it a bit too late.
He might have. I mean, he's got to pray. There comes a little bit of a dry line towards the end of this session, but that ring looks just a little bit more heavier, track a little bit more wetter, as you've got a lot of the lads struggling a lot more now.
Yeah, see, Deadly has invalidated his lap. Nick Dew still going. I said they're going slower, so it could be a case of Adam's left it a bit too late. The track is visibly wetter as well. Visibly wetter, and it's
Nick's 2.5 seconds down this time.
I think he backed off anyway. Plus he's got rooster tails come out the back of his car, so it is getting wet. VRB can't make any time because he's invalidated. Kaifin is just sliding around corners like he's playing in a rally or something. But yeah, the rain is coming down now, so I think it's going to be wet tyres.
Yeah, you can see how it's a lot more worse. I don't think a dry line is going to come whatsoever.
No, it's going to be full wets now because the dry line is actually disappearing now. There's actually puddles on the track.
Yeah, Nick is struggling as well to keep his car in a straight line. I don't know if he's just sort of playing up to the cameras a little bit, but no, I'm pretty sure he is just losing the rear of that car.
Daddy's on the lap now, so we'll see what his split time is through sector 1, see if it is a difference or not, and Should be coming through it just now. And yeah, 3 seconds down.
That's crazy. I mean, the time difference there is
A fixture is still going to try. Still on inters. He wants to go for it. I think he kind of realizes. I think it was just a little bit too late. But surprises can happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to dry up anytime soon, to be honest.
No.
Even with this rain coming down like this, I think it's probably ran his day. He's maybe made a
Yeah, a
little
lot
bit
of
of a
guys are
slip.
staying in the pits. I mean,
Yeah.
Nixon there, Dondash, Krugeri, Tomo, Mr. Reese, Peleback, VRB, and Kaifin. They're all in the pits.
But if there's anyone that can do it, I think Adam can do it. I think he's one of the quickest wet drivers in this Tier 2 grid, and we've seen how good he did on the inter tire when it was wet conditions at Canada.
Yeah,
Um, so let's see what he can do, but it's going to take him a tremendous lap in this wet weather.
it's going to have to be a monumental lap to try and get, was it a mid 27 to get through to Q3 on a wet track.
Well, 20, yeah, if you look at it, a 27.7 is what is the beat. So, and yeah, as people are saying in the chat there, I'd be shocked to see him if he improves. Obviously, we've got to stay on board with him because he is the guy to try and get into the top 10. Here we go then. Here goes Adam. Can he keep this Alpine planted through turn 1 and sector 1? Let's see how he gets on then. That doesn't look too bad.
He's looking good, but I wonder what his sector time is going to be for sector 1. Won't know yet because needs to go a bit further down the track to find out. It's a 32.9. I have no idea why it's in comparison to
Oh,
everyone else.
he's invalidated.
Oh dear, that's it. Game over.
Yeah, that'll
Unless
be
he's
it.
got the fuel to go again. So he is backing off, he's recharging now, so maybe he does.
Yeah, he would have had that in the back of his mind. I mean, you've got drivers coming on out laps here. It's like Nick Bondedge is out there on a lap. He's out there on the full wet tyre. So is all the others as well. So the Delta must be telling them.
I'd say a few more guys
wet
retiring
tyres.
now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Curry, Tom and Reese have all retired. So I think they know that lap times will not be getting faster.
As well, what we've gone really unnoticed as well. Alvaro Trabas is in that drop zone. He's been doing absolutely
It's a bit
brilliant.
of a shame that from Alvaro.
Yeah, he's been doing absolutely brilliant in his qualifying sessions in the first 2 rounds of this season. But today
He's 3 seconds down on his time already, so just tells you there as it is. I think Adam is out, regardless.
Yeah,
no matter
regardless
what he does.
of what he can do.
He's not going again, he's staying in none, so I don't think he's going again.
Or unless he's just doing another warm-up lap, trying to get heat into the tyres, or maybe he's hoping it's going to dry up a little bit more. The rain has died down ever so slightly, but it's still absolutely pouring down out there.
Very wet, very wet. I mean, all the guys are pretty much down now to try and do more laps, or just get used to the conditions, or just wear up the tyres a bit before Q3. But
Yeah, they've gone out there just to sort of get their runs in to try and get that pole position going into the race. We do have a dry race, let's not forget that. So we'll see the sort of lower guys down pick up that pace level again.
But I think no, Adam's moving out of the way, so he must be doing 2 prep laps.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he's just going to give it his all on this final lap, unless we see him come in and
He does have 50 seconds though to get to line.
Yeah.
Which I think he should make. But in all honesty, I think that is your 10 to go through. I could be wrong. No, A Fixer might come up and just say, right, okay then. He's just letting the Red Bull go past. Just VRB. Which I don't think...
Gonna get dirty air from them.
Yeah, he doesn't really want him sitting in front of him. So we'll see what A-Fixer can actually do itself. I don't think any more time is going to improve, but I do think that Pediback, Alvaro, VRB, Kaifin, and Fixer are all out.
Yeah, I think they are as well, mate. It's just, yeah, like we keep saying, it's just far too wet out there. I think we knew from sort of the first laps these guys did it was going to be probably that qualifying session all wrapped up. As Adam's trying his best, he's not using much battery either, just to try and get a lap set out there. But he keeps it planted. To be fair, he's not losing as much as the rear. As the other people.
He's a second up on his time so far, but then again, he did set 146.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it is. He's getting very close to this RB. Oh, that Red Bull was very much in the way.
Yeah, that was VRB. Hopefully that didn't jeopardise Adam's lap a little bit. 4 seconds up, but we don't know. That is not going to be nowhere near enough.
No, he needs to find 20 seconds to get through. Which I don't think. I think he's going to set a high 133. So say he's going to be in 30s regardless. Bit unlucky there from Adam. Showing some great pace, but just misjudged the time to come out.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate.
Definitely. He's already in the 21 seconds up in the top right. He's not going to get to the line.
No, it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Let's hope he can actually bring it back in the race itself. I did say 33, so I wasn't too far off.
No, it was a pretty decent judgment.
It was. But your 5 have gone out of the 5 I said.
Yeah. I mean, from their first laps, they had to get out quick. It was one of those where you had to see that. So it is Mark then, who is fastest, the Dutchman out there, and Deadly just behind him. Out in Q2 then is Pediback, Alvaro Chabas, VRB, Adidas, and A-Fixer. So the two big names of Alvaro Chabas and A-Fixer, the championship leader, going out there.
I'll say 3 big names because Pele's down there as well. But
true.
Either way,
Pediback's been winning as well. So.
But look at that, DJ Harvey has made it through.
Yeah, he's back on the grid, just reserving today before he gets a full-time seat. But yeah, he'd be happy to get into a Q3, as he said in the chat. Q3, I'll take that.
But I would say maybe just a bit of luck came his way, because I don't know what Harvey's pace is really like. Maybe he just got a bit of luck with the rain getting worse and worse, and others not being able to improve.
Yeah, once you do that first lap and it's good enough, I think he was sort of settled from then on, really.
So your top 10: Nick Dew, Deadly, Gregory, Maug, Yudi, CJ Harvey, Tomo, Dondej, and Mr. Reese. It's nice to see Mr. Reese in the top 10 as well.
Yeah, he's his first race back. He had to buy a PlayStation 5, and he's been practicing. And to make the top 10, fair play to him. I got a lot of time for Mr. Reese. Also has his own sort of health issues and things like that. You see Mr. Reese doing a lot of flicking with his controller. It's because he unfortunately can't keep his thumb too still to do it. So
I know that feeling.
Yeah, Mr. Reese, a lot of time for him. Great guy, great personality. And I've always, Reese don't mind me telling him his story whenever it comes out on stream, so fair play to him.
So the man that's out right now first is going to be, believe it or not, CJ3000. So Deadly will not be able to set the first lap.
Yeah, no, but we know how quick Deadly is, so it doesn't matter where he... Oh,
that's a big slap from CJ. Wow. Talk about take that barrier.
I mean, I think he hit his wheels, which doesn't give you damage.
No, it's
very lucky there.
If that was in real life, that car would have been split in half on the rear.
Oh, that car was a goner, mate. Yeah, that would have been both the front and the rear off there.
Yeah, the car would just span around and rip the front off at the same time, but with it being a game, you get away with it.
You do.
Cars are built like tanks. Literally. Unless you tap someone from behind and the whole wing falls off.
One improvement this game has been, though, towards the other two of the last 2 seasons of games.
Yeah. Say with the increased tyre wear as well, makes it a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, it's brought a lot of the community back.
Yeah.
It's which is great.
2 stops are better for a race anyway, because it's just nice. 1 stops were just boring. Yes, not with BeamMG physics. Yes, totally agree with that. So CJ will be the first one to do a lap. He's just going around 1 and 2 now. Into the first of 4 DRS zones around here, but obviously you can't use in the wet. And there's your Jack doing. He forgets to turn it off in Suzuka.
Very true.
How can you forget to turn it off? It's just unreal.
Yeah.
Because as I said, the first couple of corners around Suzuka, your first spot, you just seem to lift off. You don't need to brake for it. And of course, if you don't turn the DRS off, you're going into the wall.
Yeah, this has been pretty decent from CJ3000 there. Man, he seems to be having it a little bit planted in the wet.
It is. Obviously, these guys are going to have to go full wet now because, like I say, there's just a sheen on the track itself. So it's casting basically a mirror in the track. So it's looking good. He is sliding a bit, which for some reason is the way to go, which I think is wrong. Because F1 cars just don't slide like that. Ever.
Yeah, with the flicking and the sliding, I don't agree with it either. I mean, I'm a wheel user as well, and I just don't like the flick. I don't like the losing of the rear to gain time, which is annoying. So I try to keep it as smooth as possible, but sometimes you just need to use those because you're up against your opponents that are using the same things as well. And it's a 30.9 from CJ3000, and so that is the banker. Next to coming across the line is going to be Nick Dew. Where is he going to put the Williams? We know he's pretty quick, but he is on low wings, I have heard, and he's going to do a 30.4, so not a too bad lap time from Nick Dew there. Deadly has invalidated his lap time, so he's not going to be putting on that top spot just as yet. Kriegery next across the line, and there's a 29.9.
Wow, that's a cracking lap. I don't know how people can use low wings around here. It just baffles me. It really is.
With this game now, it's not really about the wings for the turning. It's near like your suspension geo and
it's the game's based off more mechanical grip than it is aerodynamic grip, which is a lot better.
It is, yeah. Everyone prefers that.
Like I say, if you've got no wings, then your tire's just going to get ripped to pieces and you're not going to be able to turn.
Exactly.
Don Dej has got P2.
Yeah, Donny Dej.
Then last of all, we just have Mr. Reese coming into the final few corners now. He's actually looking quite stable on it. He's actually using inters, so a lot of use wets. He's gone onto inters.
And there is a dry line forming there, Maggie. I can see it.
There is. That's why Don Dej actually, Kriegery went top. He was on inters.
And I think
Mr. Reese goes provisional pole now for the 28.2.
Yeah, and everyone else was out there on the inter then. So did the guys going out on the wet tyre just make a mistake, or did they just not want to use that fresh inter before their first runs? Excuse me.
Maybe, just possibly, you might be right, but I say with a dry line happening and the rain has eased off, Deadly now goes pole with a 20.281.
Yeah, so Mr. Reese, he does have the time. Only a 2 tenths above that, yeah, a tenth and a bit back.
So the next person I believe is going to cross the line is going to be Mulk. He's just on the back end of the track now. So let's see what he does on his inters.
Yeah, we're going to see times improving with that dry line coming. The tyres getting more temperature, more grip. Definitely going to be seeing a pretty decent intermediate times now. Who's going to take that pole position? We do not know.
Oh, he's invalidated. He cut the curves a bit too much coming through the fast section. So it's going to be Yudi. He does a Ferrari in front of him, which is going slow, which is Mr. Reese. But it did show purple sector for Yudi, so maybe more and more time is being found.
Yeah, Yudi's been struggling in the past 2 rounds, but he's made it into a Q3 today. Has he got the time to get up into the top 5 this afternoon?
With a dry line appearing, I won't be surprised if some people try dry. Be difficult.
Yeah, it would be very difficult. I mean, that dry line is still technically wet.
But he goes pole. Yudi goes pole with a 27.2, nearly a second in front of Deadly.
Yeah, so we're going to see a lot of changes to the top in the final stages. It's going to be whoever does that final run as late as possible. They're going to have the best advantage on this track. So I think some of them might be fighting for that position. DJ Harvey's set purple, winning the
So
first.
it just shows you the track is getting faster and faster. Those guys who were on wets have actually abandoned it and moved to inters. It's just showing how quick the track is drying. Bit of a slide on entry from Harvey there, as he came through one of the corners, but he seems to be he's holding it quite well.
Around the final corner for DJ Harvey, then where is he going to set that half? Is he going to be on the pole position? And it's not looking like it's going to be. No, it's only P5 for DJ Harvey.
The only person not to set a lap is Malk.
Yeah.
He's just about to anyway. He's coming around the final corner.
It's not going to be pole position. That was a very good lap time from Udy and Gregory. Don't forget we got Deadly, Mr. Reese and Nick Chu. That was still yet to set lap times. Nick Chu just starting his lap time. Deadly is coming to the line. Is he going to take that pole position away from Udy at the moment?
I think he is, you know.
He is, yep.
Oh, 26.7. So the track is now prime.
Yeah, it'll still even get better, and that rain is sort of just dying off a little bit more, but still raining. But that dry line is getting ever so thicker, man. Gee.
It is. Like I'm saying, I won't be surprised if someone tries a dry around here, but I just don't think it's really good enough for dry tyres.
Oh, there's a cone in the middle of the track as well, and that has just disappeared.
The cones. No one likes. Everyone always wants to hit the cones. When I said dry tyres, I tell you what, Reese is actually put a set of softs on. Is that just a ploy?
That might be a ploy. I don't think that is going to be a thing to do. If Mr. Reese goes out there, he's not going to improve. I don't think. The rain's still coming down. Maybe is it Jeff, the race engineer, is telling him
I think
different.
It's Mark these days.
Mark. I still like to call him Jeff. I miss Jeff.
When I hear Jeff, I just think of 21 Jump Street.
And Malk, 26.4.
So like I said, it's going faster. Now there's Nick Jew, 26.1.
Oh, Nicky Jew putting on the top spot then. He would love a pole position this afternoon, let me tell you.
I bet they would. I bet Tomo's kicking himself, to be fair, invalidated his lap 2 minutes ago. Will he have time to chuck on a fresh set of inters and try and go for it?
Yeah, so what you can see is what Nick's done here. He's fueled enough for 2 laps. So he's gone and set that lap time. He's going to stay out there now because he knows he can't get in and out. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fight for that pole position now. Even more, the final laps are coming up. A 26.1 is what is to beat at the moment. And DJ Harvey's gone purple in sector 2, so he will stay on board with the Haas driver as he's coming through sector 3 now. Where is he going to put that Haas? Is he going to be able to fight for that pole position this afternoon here at Australia? We shall soon find out.
But I tell you what, Mr. Reese has gone for it. He's on soft tyres.
Oh, it's still raining as well.
The question is, I think Mr. Reese is just like, well, screw it, let's go for it.
So it's only enough for P5 for DJ Harvey. As you can see then, Mr. Reese out there on the softs. Can he get any heat into that soft tyre to maybe compete for pole position? We shall soon find out, but he has taken the gamble. He probably would have wanted to come out a little bit more later.
I mean, I tried it, was it Canada, I went to the mediums. The track was drying. Could I find temperature in my tyre? No. Did I spin? Yes. Did I get lapped? Yes.
And by him going slow here on the wet, it's going to be cooling down that soft tyre.
That's not really what he wants. He wants to go flat out like crazy to get heating those tyres, and sitting there going slow on the wet line was not ideal.
I mean, he wants to wait as long as possible. I mean, you would want to be crossing that line with a second to go for it to be even drier. The rain just still gradually coming down. I don't think he's going to do it, but we got other drivers that we need to keep an eye on. Udy going through sector 1. Is he going to be improving? He seems to have more grip out there. Nick Zhu as well. He's going to be pushing. He's 3 temps up on his lap time. Let's check on board with Mr. Reese. Is he going to get through turn 1 unscathed? No.
No. That's it. Couldn't do it. I think the track was just a bit too wet.
He tried it though, fair play.
So the guys are coming across the line. Mark P2 26.4. Deadly currently P4 with a 26.7. Tomo could not improve, sitting there last with 31.1. So he's really struggled to try and get a time in as an average Tomo.
And Nick Jewell is
Harvey
improving. He's going to set a pretty demon lap here. He's going to be in the 25s. Yeah, 25.1.
25.1.
So it's improved
Wow, over a
massively.
second faster. But I wonder what CJ3000 could do, because we know he's quick, we know he's got some pace. And obviously Gregory P2 only could do a 26.2. So what can CJ3000 do as it comes to line now?
It's going to be close.
Can he not
It's going to be
nip
close.
you
It's going to be close.
Oh, no he cannot, but 25.5.
3000 with a decent time. Let's not forget Yudi's coming to the line. Can he do it? No, it's P3 from him.
P3, another one in the 25. So
Mr. Reese can't, but Don Dedge was the last intermediate driver, so he's going to have the benefits here. Has he been able to keep it planted through most of these corners? Into the 24, into the 25s. It's only enough for P4.
So there you go. The track was, let's say, coming out as late as you could to take advantage of the of the track itself drying, has benefited those top 4 drivers.
Yeah, and coming out late as possible as well. Nick has done 1 lap and then he had heat into that tyre already. So he done the best thing there to get that pole position then. So Nick Jew takes his first pole position of this season with CJ3000 and Yudi on the second row of this grid with Don Dedge. Good qualifying from him. Dedge will be looking to do well today. CRE Gorey then in P5, Molk in P6, P7 for Deadly, DJ Harvey in P8, P9 for Mr. Reese. Fair play for trying to go out on the softs, and Average Tomo on the wet tyre, starting in P10. I think we're in for a decent race here, Maggi.
I think we are, because I was quite surprised Deadly only P7.
Yeah, and he's been absolutely outstanding in the wet. I think he just probably couldn't find a little bit of time. Let's be honest, I mean, when you're really into league racing, it's so hard to find the time and to really keep it pinned, because you don't want to spin. And now we got the sun is shining here in Australia.
But I want to, we just always want to keep an eye out for a fixture as well, because like I say it's always come from the back in the previous 2 races anyway. Apart from the first race when he got a bit tied up with the safety car. But I'll be watching him, seeing him come through the back and see if he can make his way there.
Yeah, he'll be definitely be keeping an eye on A Fixer, the championship leader. See what he can do this afternoon. And as well, Maggie, I'm going to give you the honours of doing lights out and away we go this afternoon.
Wonderful.
Here's formation lap first though. Just gives me a quick minute then to shout out Formula 7 Racing. We have 44 viewers in the chat this afternoon. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in. If you would love to come and get involved in Formula 7 Racing, the exclamation mark Discord in the chat, and that'll bring you straight to our Discord. We run 3 races on a Sunday, Tier 1, Tier 2 and 3. And on a Wednesday we run the Realistic Division. That's Realistic Performance, Engineers, Team Bosses, etc, etc. Come and get involved. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat, and that'll bring you straight to our Discord, and we hope to see you soon. So then, Maggie, really mix up in tyre here?
Yes, I believe there will be a mix-up in tyre itself. As I think half the grid's on mediums, half the grid's on hards.
Yeah, I mean, how many hard is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, we have a half split of each.
So it makes you think, who's going to do 2, who's going to do 1?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give anything away. I don't think it's fair if we do, because we have a lot of viewers that are watching the chat, and the drivers might hear it and think, oh, well, you know what, I might go for a 1 where it could be a 2. So we'll keep it quiet and we'll see what happens. But it's going to be interesting to see what guys have picked their strategies this afternoon.
It will be indeed. I mean, we had no safety cars in Tier 3, we just had a VSC itself, that was it. But then it was mostly clean for the entire race. So we'll see what happens with these lot. As they are faster, people got later braking points, much better turning, so we'll see what happens with these 20 drivers. Well,
Yeah,
19
will be
because one has to
interesting
retire
to see,
anyway.
yeah.
They're all just weaving there, which we know, as Nico Rosberg said, for some reason, with him being the next F1 driver. I don't know why they warm the tyres up. We have no, there's nothing saying it does it. I'm thinking, well, you're an F1 driver, you should know because you did it.
Hopefully we get a better camera angle.
Yeah, this is not good for me.
It does normally change when they all get lined up, to be honest.
It does. Looks like no one's going to be disqualified, which is good. And Sergio is the last to go onto the grid. There's one car there with the rear hanging well out one side. So we go 1 light, 2, 3, 4, 5. And away we go for the Australian Grand Prix here in Tier 2. As Nick Dew does get a good start. We see J3000 sitting behind it, but Nick has just aced the start and gone to turn 1, clear of anyone.
Yeah, he has, and with him being on the medium compound off tyre, he's absolutely pulled out a 7/10 gap already. Rocket Man down at the back being the biggest loser, Alvin Trabas, and a little bit going on back there. Alvin Trabas and his teammate are side by side. DJ Harvey just taking it ever so slow, and he's lost a tremendous amount of positions already with his race.
I mean, I wonder what happened to DJ Harvey there, because like I say, he's lost 7 places from where he was. So unless he got bullied into corners, we don't know. I hate it when people bully trying to go through because it puts you well off.
I think with him would have been sort of pre-race nerves there, definitely being back within Formula 7 racing. He just doesn't want to have a collision with anyone as he's going around the outside of a fixture, and he doesn't keep that move spun. Is there someone spun? That's the one in the wall.
That is Nathan. No, it's not.
No, it's VRB. It's VRB, and he's just reset the track. Oh, that's not what you want to see.
VRB and Kaifin right down the back there. So
VRB is lagging. He's double spun it. So what has happened to VRB there? CJ3000 and Nick Dew, then they have dropped Don Dej. Don Dej just trying to get back in, and Alvaro Chabas has made a double move down the straight. So is he rocking a lot of straight line speed?
Oh, what's happened to Nick Dew? He's lost loads of time, falling behind CJ by 7/10.
Maybe they're coming together within turn 1. Did CJ3000 go for a late dive on that overtake? Oh, Nick Dew! He's spun on the rear.
Nick,
he's lost positions. Is he missing an end plate? He's missing an end plate, I think.
He is. No, he's not. He's just got no grip.
It's all fall away from Nick Dew. He's gone to the right. He's moving out of the way. He's got damage. He's got damage somewhere to that Williams.
Wow.
And Nick Dew all the way down in P16. He's going ever so slow.
What happened to Nick Dew? Because I've got no idea what happened. Because unfortunately I missed it because I was looking at the guys at the back. VRB has left. The session itself, I should just quit in the pits. I've got no idea what on earth happened.
Has he had wheel issues? That's what I'm trying to think. Has he had wheel issues?
He's got past Nimblecat, so he's made his way back to P15, but he must be kicking himself right now. I'd love to know what happened. I really want to know, because it would have been in turn 1 and 2.
I can only say it's equipment issues. That's all I can think of right now. With the way he was moving out the way. Anyway, we go back to the front then. It is CJ3000. That has put a gap of 2.2 to Don Dej. That is a massive gap. Don Dej on the hard compound tyre though, let's not forget.
Of course he's got a massive train behind him of Udi, Moog, Tomo, Alvaros, and Pele. Adams up there. Adams in P8. What a race so far.
Yeah, what a tremendous start for Adam. He would be absolutely loving this. He's in the main train and out the front.
I will say this train is going from P2 all the way down to P14.
Yeah, absolutely tremendous. So if Nick Dew can get back on the back of Bananarama, Nick Dew will give himself a chance to be back in this fight. Potentially to win this race. We know Nick Dew got the pace. Can he get back to the front?
It seems to found his rhythm again now because he's pulled away from Nimblecat quite massively. He's only what 2.8 seconds behind Banana in P14. So see if I feel sorry for Nick because I say I have no idea what happened because I was too busy watching a big pile up between Rocket Man, Kriggery and VRB. No, sorry, Kaifin, Rocket Man and VRB. I didn't realise Kriggery dropped all the way down to P19.
And that's amazing as well. Look at this. We got potentially more hard runners within the top 10 than we do mediums, which is really interesting. That medium compound is a lot quicker in the beginning.
Yeah.
And CJ3000 controlling the pace out there at the front on the hard.
He does, but with the medium tyres, with me myself, my own experience, they were gone after a few laps. As Nick has said, his wheel is not working.
Yeah, I thought it would have been equipment. I'm retiring.
That is a shame. I feel so bad for Nick right now. Did an amazing job to get it on pole. First lap or so, amazing, then it went. I feel sorry for you. He'd be retiring once he goes in the pits. Which, to be fair, I don't blame him. If his equipment's not working, I don't blame him whatsoever. That is your heart goes out to Nick. It really does.
He's lost an end plate as well. Yeah, it's got
something
damage.
happened. His wheel must have gone, then went into the wall or something. I feel for him, I really do.
Oh, Mulk's round. Mulk's in the wall.
Oh dear.
So that's another positions gained.
But that was after Ascari as well, so I found it quite interesting. So he must have had contact with somebody. Might have put him round a bit in regards to that. Because
he's lost the position to Apix, and now Apix drop into P7. Nick, I would say trying to continue, mate. Maybe get that new front wing on. Anything can still happen within this race. A safety car, anything can happen. Maybe just try and carry on. If the equipment is maybe back on though.
I'm just looking at the top 6 right now, and 2nd to 6th are all previous Tier 3 drivers. Yes, Don Dudgeon including you. Nick G is in the pits now.
Yeah, I've tried to persuade him to try and carry on, and it seems like he is. He might have tried to reset that wheel, and hopefully it doesn't do it again, and he can try and find some pace.
Here comes Don Dudge around Udi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise.
Yeah, I just saw the overtake just happening right before me, so I had to jump in with that. So maybe Udi has just taken a bit too much out of his tyres, and they're starting to fall away a bit. Yes, I know 4 laps in, but depends what your tyre wear is like on the game, because it can just drop off so quickly.
So Don Dedges actually took a little bit of time out of CJ3000 there. CJ3000 did get into the 4 seconds. It's looking like it's going to go back to that as well.
We're saying that he's over a second ahead of Udi already. So maybe Udi just had a bit of an incident somewhere with himself.
Oh, what's happened to DJ Harvey? He's had a moment. He's going into the pit lane. Is that damage to that Haas?
It is. I think he's losing the front end plate. So Harvey's in the pit after 4 laps. Yeah, the front left end plate is being replaced. So he's going to keep on going. But he's down with the Haas now. And you know, I had the same problem. I mean, I lost an end plate as well. I thought I'd just stick it out for a couple laps, but no, I thought, nah, I've got to change the wing. So 6 laps.
Albert Chabas is getting ever so closer to average. Somehow he's going to be able to make a move here. He's right on the rear of that Mercedes.
This pack is so closely within each other. 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 3. They're all winning just a couple of tenths. Nick has given up the ghost.
Yes, we can do no more. Sorry, lads. Yeah, no worries, Nick. He still tried. He got the damage. Tried to get that wheel back on. I don't know what has happened to Nick's wheel, but that is disconnected this afternoon. I think it's too.
No, it's unfortunate for Nick. That really is. That's unlucky, Nick. It really is unlucky.
Hopefully
get it all sorted out for next race in Austria.
Mm-hmm. He thinks his wheel has got too hot to operate. And what wheel do you have, Nick? Do you have a Fanatec, Nick? Oh, that's a Williams. That is going to cause problem. That's
deadly. I think Deadly just tried to go in for an overtake, but it took the corner far too narrow, and you just can't hold it in there. You just cannot do it. Nathan and Nimble are both in the pits as well. Nathan's
now makes that move. Yeah, so the
Nathan's gone.
mediums just give up on it.
I know Nathan's gone to another set of mediums. Nimble's gone to hards. If you theoretically, if you want to do a two-stop, they can last longer. So they must be just taking too much out of the tyres.
Yeah, just battling too hard. Here comes Bananarama on Mr. Reese. He's going to make that move down the inside fairly easy.
Yeah, Banana will have to be careful though, because it was just reserve. He doesn't want to be trying to go side by side or throwing it into the cars, just try and get around corners. So he knows he can just be patient.
Pennyback was really close to Adam there. And Adam is so close to Alvaro Trabas, trying to look for a move down the inside. Thinks better of it. Alvaro Trabas recharging that battery. So does Adam as well. Got a pretty decent shot from the helicopter here.
This queue is massive. From P4 down to P10. They're all so close. Literally, they look like one car going down. Just a massive train just being held by strings. It's amazing. There's a move being made. Yeah. Deadly makes a move on...
Bellyback.
Yes, it was. So a cracking move there. So Deadly made it work this time round.
And I tell you what as well, a little bit to the front, Don Dedge 2.7 is the gap to average Tomo. Don Dedge will be absolutely loving this.
He will.
We'll be hoping something happens to CJ3000.
He's 5 seconds behind, so you just never know. Don Dedge can just keep it clean, do his own race. He's got time, he's got space. He's got space just to make sure his tyres are clean, make sure no mistakes. He's got free air in front or behind. So we'll see what happens with Don Dedge. As Nathan is, I say, 16 seconds off Malcolm P12. Did make a move on Mr. Reese. So that's something. Nathan only 2 places off a point right now. I know silly days, but still there.
CJ won't win. Strat loses.
There is. Harvey's
CJ
retired.
Harvey's out. It's a safety car. He's lost it. He's lost it at the end of sector 1. Into sector 2 then. It is at the right-hander.
Yeah, so he might just run over the curb a bit too much, lost the back end. Did a George Russell, but obviously didn't go up on 2 wheels.
Nimble car. Speeding under the safety car.
Nimble. Naughty Nimble. Take your time, boy, take your time.
And DJ Harvey then is sort of the same stories that are catching up with him within his F7 career. He's took 2 seasons out, but it is a DNF here this afternoon. In Australia, and he'd be absolutely gutted, and now that gives Don Dedge and CJ3000 a little bit of a dilemma with them being on the hards, but all the way in the top 4. Who is this going to benefit? This is going to benefit Average Tomo now, with him being able to go onto that hard compound tyre.
Yeah, Average Tomo actually changed for a fresh set of mediums.
Okay.
So he will have to stop again, unless he's going to try and do 20 laps on mediums, which I think.
If I was him, I would have went to hard now, maybe. But we shall soon see.
Top 6 wouldn't. I don't see the top 6 pitting. I think the top 6 are going to keep on going.
Wow, this benefits the medium driver, 100%. The likes of Nathan, Mr. Reese. Nathan's only just gone out there on mediums, but if I'm these guys, I'm probably thinking of maybe a hard compound of tyre.
I think the top 6 are looking at one stop, so they can keep going.
Oh, CJ3000 and Don Dedge have came in.
Oh, maybe not.
That's interesting. And Deadly. What about Pellyback? Pellyback stays out. Sergio Silva stays out. Malk stays out. What is Average Tomo going to do?
Don Dedge is going on the softs.
And Average Tomo has made the mistake of not pitting.
Well, Average Tomo already went into for mediums.
Yeah, he's on fresh medium, but they don't last that long, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Let's see what Nathan and Mr. Reese are going to do. I think they're going to opt for a hard.
I'm just surprised at Don Dedge. He's gone on to softs.
Yeah, is that a mistake? It is soft compound tyre for Nathan as well.
That's interesting.
What's Mr. Reese doing?
I am confused right now.
Of mediums.
Answers on the postcard, please, because I am lost.
What is is that soft or?
Kaifin's on softs as well. 3 guys are on soft tyres right now.
This is unbelievable. And this benefits Yudi. 100%. He's out there on the hards. no one else has got Alvaro Chabas, Fixter, Bananarama, the likes of those. Yeah, I don't know if rain is expected. I don't think it is gravy brain.
That's only
Interesting
3 guys who are
strategies
not
this
pitted,
afternoon.
which is Pele, Sergio, and Malk. They're still out there on the tyres they started with. The CJ, second place on a fresh set of mediums. He's going to be rapid at start, unless. Oh, either way, he's going to be rapid anyway. Pele's going to have one hell of a time trying to defend from him unless Pele pits now.
Yeah, I mean, what's the life of Pele's? Is it 9?
9
Yeah,
laps.
yeah.
Staying
9
out.
laps. No, he's coming in.
No, oh, that's a late call in, that is. That's a late move. But Pele will drop near the back. Sergio and Malk do stay out, so maybe they are trying to one-stop.
How long is Don Dej going to get out of those softs? So I can't see it being very long.
No, I don't.
To make the positions up quick, if that's what he's going to do.
5, 6 laps at most.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, not even 4. I mean, I reckon 4. Whilst a few drivers are just trying to catch up, I'm going to quickly take a toilet break. I do apologise.
So as Ben decided to have a bit of a toilet break at the same time, these kind of strategies right now are starting to make me think about Bahrain, because anyone can just use medium, hard, softs, 1-stop, 2-stop. It's making it think like that itself. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys do going forward. Obviously, I think Sergio and Malk are going to do 1-stop. I've got a feeling they're going to pit around about lap 17. Yes, Gravy, it does. Very baffling why they've gone to softs. Let one do a short stint on softs, go back onto hards, and possibly. Yes, Sergio and Malk are on hards. 10-lap old hards right now. Safety car is in this lap, so CJ will slow down, control the pace, and just be able to rock it ahead of it. So we'll see what happens. CJ just slows the pack down, binding his time when he bolts it.
Look at that, perfect timing.
Oh, perfect timing.
And wash my hands as well. People are going to ask in the chat.
A lot of people are saying they're baffled over the soft choice, and CJ has gone very early and caught out Sergio massively.
He has, yeah. What a restart that is from CJ 3000 there. I'm still saying safety car. Hopefully that goes.
It always does that. It's just a standard glitch.
It does, yeah.
They're all through. Looks a bit turn 1 nicely, which is good to see. But how long can Sergio and Malk last with these faster guys now with fresher tyres behind them? CJ can just drive off well, what was the word I'm looking for?
The thing for CJ here though is he needs to run away. He needs to run away as far as he can now. He needs to put these tyres into the ground and go from there really.
Pedal back.
He's got to make some moves here.
Who's on the softs? So pedal back making moves in P11. Tomo makes P5.
UD
got a penalty at the same time.
They're coming together there.
Oh, look at this. 3 cars side by side.
Yeah. And they come through unscathed. Nathan's out there on the softs and he's losing position to Rocket Man.
Yeah, he's on the hards. So I'll say Nathan is wants a challenge, struggling but wants a challenge. As Tomo keeps P5 as a final corner.
It's all on the back of Sergio Silva here.
Nathan is in the pits.
Yeah, he's
so unless Nathan got damage.
He's got damage for that Mercedes, let's find out.
Yeah, he's going to do front wing.
Yeah, it is.
And Nibble's in as well. Nibble's in. Unless Nibble had a drive through. So you're going to serve that. So CJ now 3.7 seconds of Sergio. and he's got Dondej hunting him down, wanting to use these soft tyres as much as he can.
So here comes Dondej, and is he going to make a move into the Sir Chicane? Goes down the inside, he's going to make that move fairly easy on Sergio Silva, as he's going to have double DRS as well, going after this fast chicane. Dondej, his plan now is to try and take a bit of time out of CJ3000 and not let him run away as such as what he's been doing. And he's picked up a 3-second time penalty there. Let's look on board with Alvaro Jabas as he had Bananarama trying to go down the inside of him. The two realistic team bosses going head to head this afternoon.
See a massive train yet again from Sergio all the way down to Gregory in P16. Wow, that is a huge train. There's no gaps at all. Alvaro not making any moves on Yudi at all in turn 1 and 2, keeping himself behind there. As he fixed his span, he fixed his round.
Oh no! He was in a prime position, was Adam, being on those hards, and now he's probably ruined his chances of probably trying to get a podium here this afternoon. That'd be too much time now from CJ3000, but Adam's not able to get that car rotated back.
And Deadly is up to P4 now.
Pretty quickly.
So Malk is getting muscled out big time. As they're all literally trying to go, they're all literally trying to go 6 car wide down the back straight.
Oh, I'm missing all of this. I do apologise.
And just on board with Alvaro right now, they're all literally pretty much near the orbit. Oh,
massive crash! Alvaro off. Who else is that off? That could be a safety car. That's 2 cars off. The average Tomo and Alvaro Jabas. What has happened there?
I saw it happen in front of my eyes. Alvaro was literally, wow. That's going to be something in instance the stewards to look at, but that was huge. Say 6-7 cars, all nose to tail, side by side. There's no room. Sometimes you just got to be the bigger man and just back out a little bit and go again.
Them have the collisions and not yourself. Yeah. Alvaro Jabas will be absolutely fuming. He's been caught up with that.
So all big names right at the back now.
It is, yeah. A few big names back there.
Average Tomo's in the pits. So it looks like Tomo and Alvaro just had a bit of a coming together with that one. Alvaro, I believe, he's carried on. He has. Alvaro's carried on. Surprised he got no damage from that.
Has he got damage, has he?
No, he's got no damage.
Oh, he didn't. No, it's a bit of a run-off there, isn't it? So,
yeah, but I saw him hit the wall at the same time. Somehow he got no damage. The indestructible Haas.
I think this race has come back to Deadly ever so CJ3000 ever so slightly now.
It has. I mean,
strategy calls.
All respect to Sergio and Malk at the front there, still in P4 and 5 respectively. But they're literally both corks in a bottle here.
I tell you who will come out to this lead of this race eventually is going to be Yuli. If he can gain a little bit more time, I mean, he just lost a lot of time to CJ3000. What is he off the leader? Let's have a look.
He's quite a bit, only because he's stuck behind Malk and Sergio. And the Ferrari, Sergio is in the pits.
So that is going to be more positions for those guys. Yudi, Malk, etc. That is Yudi now going past
Malk as well. Yudi is now to P4. I think the Yudi now has now got clear air, can put his foot down and really try and close into Deadly. As Banana gets past Pelly. So Pelly's just trying to hold these guys off at the moment.
Oh, he's out in the background. That's
Malk. Malk is gone.
And he's lost an end plate. And he's got damage to that Aston.
So maybe those tyres are gone.
Here this afternoon, yeah.
Unfortunately, I say a lot of spins, a lot of incidents going off right now. It's a bit chaotic. So I think a lot trying to take these tyres a bit too far than what they really can. I can see Dondej coming in soon because he's done 6 laps on the softs now. So they must be coming to the end. He's losing time on CJ by a massive amount. Yep, Dondej is in. Now,
Dondej is now going to lose a tremendous amount of time.
He is, but what tyres are he going to go on to? That's the thing. And he's going to go on to the mediums. Mediums to the end of the race.
Mediums to the end of
Mr.
the
Reese
race,
is
so you'll
also
be
in.
really struggling to get those to the end of the race. Will
Mr. Reese unfortunately picked up 10 seconds of speed in there. But Mog's in as well, obviously for the
that
wing
would have
change.
ruined Mr. Reese's race then, picking up the 10 seconds.
Yeah, Mog's getting a wing change. So what can you do from here?
So like I've said before, this really benefits Yudi and Bananarama. Bellyback still needs to pit. So does Deadly, so does CJ3000. I just don't think that medium tyre is going to get them to the end.
No, I don't think that either.
It'd be so interesting to see what the wear of CJ3000 is. I mean, I know they only last about 13 laps before they're screaming. Yudi for the win, 100%. He's on the right strategy call at the moment. Pellyback still needs to box behind him, and Bananarama's there as well. But let's forget, Banana cannot win this race. He does need to retire at the end of this race, with him being a Tier 1 driver. Nowadays, having a full-time seat at Alpine. So yeah,
so we're just discounting them. He's
not
there.
Alvaro Chabas is staying on the back of Adam a little bit.
Yeah, 1.2 seconds off. Obviously, Adam has a penalty as well to go with it, 3 seconds. I'm surprised that Kaifen's still going in laps and softs. They must be absolutely screaming right now.
Yeah, still being out there on softs is really interesting. 8-lap olds for Adidas. Yeah, he's going to need to be boxing pretty soon.
It's surprising how far these guys can make these tyres work, because I couldn't. And,
but no, especially when you're pushing, you've got to be constantly pushing. I mean, yeah, maybe for CJ3000 out, he can lift off, but he's got a 7.6 gap to work with. If you're the likes of Banana, you need to be pushing, because you want to win this race. And yeah, CJ's pace is mental. But there he is on mediums. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, he's on that 8-lap old mediums itself. I can't see him go to the end of the race, can you?
He won't, no. Not a chance, mate. He doesn't get to the end on that tyre. They last about 13 laps before you're getting the tyre warning, like, pretty badly. Yeah, Nick, I would be as well, with seeing these strategies, what are going on out there today. Bananarama is going to get past Yudi, and what Yudi needs to try and do now is just stick to the Bananarama. Doesn't want to lose too much time. Banana can't finish. No, he cannot finish.
He's not allowed to. I think he did it in bronze once a few seasons ago. He just went past everyone, didn't bother retiring, and said he won the race. But we're like, well, no, because you're not a bronze driver, so you didn't win the race at all. Which he didn't.
There's a yellow flag, and that's for a Mercedes of Nathan. He spun it around, and he's just getting that car facing back in the right direction.
Yeah, Nathan is really struggling here.
It's a real shame to see.
Yeah, got a lot of time for Nathan.
Deadly is now taking time out of CJ3000, so is his medium compound tyre now starting to struggle.
I don't know, maybe just Deadly's been able to look after his tyres a bit more. You wouldn't think that, because CJ's basically had
Here
a clear
comes Pelly
track.
back on Yudi. Thinks better of it. On Dodge past Alvaro Chavas. He splits him and Adam. Yudi losing a lot of time through sector 3 though on Bananarama, but he's going to gain all that back in this DRS zone. Let's not forget, Pellyback's on the hards as well. No, he's on medium.
He's on mediums, yeah.
He's not going to get to the end on that tyre.
No, Don Dej might. He's on 3-lap old mediums now, so he'll go to the end.
There is the stops. 2 stops from Kriegery and Rocketman. 2 stops from Don Dej. 3 from Adidas. 3 from Mr. Reese. 3 from Nathan. 1 at the moment from CJ3000. I'm pretty sure, didn't CJ3000 start on...
No, he started on hard.
He started on hard.
Yeah, he started on hards. Then went to mediums. So CJ3000 can pit for softs if he wanted to.
11 laps for Yudi and Bananarama. They'll be absolutely fine at the end of this race.
So there is a bit of a lull going on right now, as cars are all settled into place right now, not really doing anything.
There we go. CJ 3000
CJ
in the
in the
box.
pits. So Deadly has stayed out, so will not go in the pits. He will take the lead for now, unless he's going to try and do another 8 laps on those
And here
mediums.
comes Belly back on Yudi this time round. He's going to get the slip. He's going to get him this time. No, he's not. Yudi just keeps that slipstream. So here we go then. Where is CJ 3000? He's only just came out, and it's a pretty decent gap, to be honest.
It is.
That is. There is only a few corners away. Fresh mediums now for CJ. He's going to be loving this to the end of this race. But he needs to make the most of it now, though, because when it becomes to lap 29, those mediums are still going to be in a position where they were for him just previously.
They were, but he's got to get past all these guys now. So
yeah, dirty air, etc. It's going to put a lot more wear on that tyre, and he's really pushing Rocket Man to his limit. He's gone around the outside.
Going around the outside of him.
Good overtake there.
The move. He's P6.
Yeah, chasing it. What about Deadly? Is Deadly going to decide to box, or is he going to try his luck to go to the end on this tyre? Can you check to see what tyre he started on?
Let me find out. Deadly's starting the hards.
Okay.
But he's still going. He's doing another lap.
Yeah, he's 11 laps. He's not going to make it. They will be screaming for him. As Nick said, he definitely won't make it, which I definitely don't think he would make it.
Gregory has pitted as well, so CJ's up to 5th now, as his teammate has pitted. He's got a bit of a gap to anyone behind him.
The problem for Yudi now is he's lost the DRS to CRE, to Bananarama, and this is just benefiting CJ 3000.
It is. Obviously, Banana's running his own race. He knows he's got to retire anyway, so you can just discount Banana there.
To be honest, he's taking no time out of Deadly.
None at all. Could be different setups for all we know. CJ now to 4th
He's already
place.
There, yeah.
But Pelly is going to give it him right back. You can see Pelly is not going to hang around. And Yudi is a sitting duck.
Just a lot more grip, yeah, a lot more pace within that tyre. Yudi will be pretty annoyed. He's not been able to take the time out of CJ 3000 when he had. Yeah, you can just see the
he was stuck behind those two long stint hard runners. He got stuck behind those and lost a lot of time from it, which was Sergio and Malk. So we would have lost a lot of time being stuck behind them two.
4.1 is the gap now from what Banana has made. With CJ 3000 just being on that fresh tyre, he's going to win this race if he just keeps it clean now. He's got past Yudi, which was probably the driver that was going to be maybe getting this race win this afternoon.
What a slide from CJ as well, so he really is pushing his back end just as he drifted into turn 3.
Yeah, so that's not going to do him any good for this tyre at the end of this race. He's just saving the battery now. Definitely has the pace. Is he going to be able to get past Bananarama here, though? The tier 1 driver, he's going to put him under a little pressure here.
Yeah,
going to cut back and go down the inside of him. And Jamie is going to let him go. So now then the next driver to catch is Deadly, and Deadly is going to be
3.2 seconds, yeah.
On that.
Deadly will not be able to last on those tyres that long. He's got to come in.
The thing is, I just think he can see himself on the podium and he doesn't want to give it up, but that you can just see as I go on board with him on that left-hand side tyre there, you can just see how much it's just worn and he's coming.
Yeah, he's in. He's bit the bullet.
His race is run.
Oh, and he gets 10 seconds.
Oh,
10 seconds
that's
for his
not what he wanted.
Oh dear. Deadly, you made a cracking race, mate. That's a bit unfortunate.
He's done his best. Did that soft compound as well, just jeopardised Don Dedge ever so slightly. What's his medium tyre? Let's have a look. 7 laps, so he is going to be catching Belly back.
I don't see any sort of wear or grain on his tyres right now. I can't really see anything.
It's still quite smooth, really, so he's got good tyres as Don Dedge. Can he catch up to Yudi? That is the question. Can he get himself back on this podium? He is right there.
Oh, Tomo's had the same thing. So a third man is picked up 10
Yeah,
seconds
it's
by going in the
unbelievable.
pits.
Alvaro Chabas will be looking to try and get back into A Fixter and Rocketman's DRS here.
It's gonna. I think you know what Yudi's going to be trying to defend for his life now because he knows he's on for a podium.
Yeah, and he's got Don Dedge there though on better tyres, and yeah, Pelleback can see
Don,
that, and he's let his teammate go. That's great teamwork there
that
from
is.
the Racing Bulls. And I think Yudi is going to be a sitting duck here.
He is. He certainly is indeed. I
His
mean,
hard's just gone off on him.
looking further back though, A Fixer with his troubles is in 6th place.
Don Dedge not making the move this time round.
So credit to Adam to get himself back up there in P6. I wonder what is going through Yudi's mind right now. I wonder if he lost about 2 stone in weight from sweating from these two behind him.
He would be absolutely gutted. I think he just didn't have enough time within his lap times, what he wasn't finding. I mean, he's got Don Dedge right on the back of him now. He's got a fresher medium tyre. I mean, they're starting to wear a little bit now in the dirty air. You can see that left front has got ever so worse than what we've seen a few corners ago. And he's
Here
going to
comes
make
Don
this
Dedge
move
on the
fairly
outside.
easy. No, he's not fairly easy, to be honest. Yudi's still battling side by side, and now he's through.
And of course, Don Dedge will have the DRS for this straight as well. So there we go. But the thing is,
let's not forget Yudi can still finish on this podium because
he can, yeah, he can.
Bananarama got to retire at the end of this race.
He does, yeah. And of course, Pelly is on 14 lap old medium tyres.
Hmm.
And he's still going. I wonder if those tyres are going to let go on him.
Wouldn't surprise me if he gets a puncher, to be honest. That is mental.
Daddy with the fastest lap on 18.9. Obviously he's in the top 10 and will get it. Even Nick is saying Pelly's tyres will puncture.
Yeah, they will. I mean, 15 laps are over the amount of laps they're meant to do if we go on board. Like, you can just see that left front absolutely crippling. Who's that? That's fun. Oh, that's a back marker. Is that a back marker? It was Nathan, unfortunately. Nathan's day is definitely run, but he's just getting himself over the line. He doesn't want a DNF. Picking up those warning points. Now, he probably doesn't want to be gaining. There's a back marker.
Thing is, Pelly needs to watch out for A Fixer behind him now.
Yeah, but he has a time penalty, he does, Adam. But he has got probably the better hards where Pelleback is going to be absolutely struggling. And yeah, Adam's going to make that move and try and make the gap as far as possible because he's got a 3-second time penalty lingering over his head.
He does indeed. I mean, it's a great comeback from Adam, I will say, P5 right now. Amazing comeback.
If he can keep that, that would be absolutely brilliant. I mean, the Rocket Man, Deadly having the penalties as well, he's going to be benefited. He's going to go up into P4 as well with the retirement of Bananarama. Let's not forget that now.
Pelly does pit now. Pelly's had enough of those tyres, can't make him last under the 2 laps. That's a good iron from Pelly, it really is.
It was,
but
yeah.
Shame he couldn't make any further.
So Deadly is the closest person on track to anyone.
Oh, Nathan's another man in the books for 10 seconds.
And he's still going, bless him. He's got damage to that car. He's just changing the front wing. Oh, and that one, he went on board with CJ then, and he had a massive snap coming out of the fast right-hander. And he picked up grass on that right tyre, should I say.
Maybe he's just feeling a bit of wear on those tyres now. But I think Yudi can safely say it looks like he's going to get a podium right now.
He is, yeah, but let's not forget A Fixter got better tyres at the moment towards the end of this race. I know they got both on 18 laps. I thought A Fixer had the better tyre. Will Yudi decide to let Adam go for the championship? I don't think he will, though.
So with that 3 seconds over Adam's head as well, it's going to be difficult to try and
yeah, which is not good for him. He's got Deadly all over the back of him on the fresh soft as well. Oh, Adam's made a mistake.
Adam just lost it, yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to promote Deadly. back up into the podium positions when he gets past Yudi in the next couple of laps. But don't forget, he has a 3-second time penalty, so that benefits Yudi if he can keep it clean.
So a lot of people saying Yudi for his first podium. So
it would be great for him. Great confidence booster from coming from bronze last season.
Totally agree, but like I say, Daddy's got a superior tyre now. Somebody's got to try and keep him behind him for another lap and a half, which is going to be extremely difficult.
Jamie, if you can hear me, if you want to retire this lap, mate, get out of the way for the last lap. That'll be appreciated. CJ3000 has absolutely flew away this race. Another driver that's maybe up there for tier 2. I mean, we've been removing.
Oh, I was close there. Daddy got right underneath Yudi there, going to the fast chicane. And I thought then for a minute he was going to hit the back of him, but unfortunately,
make the move down the inside. Yudi's still battling. If Yudi goes around the outside, great defending from Yudi there, and he keeps that move.
Fixter is also on the back of Deadly as well, so Adam can actually cause a bit of a can spoil the party for Deadly a bit. If Adam can actually put some pressure on Deadly as well, he could spoil it. So we'll see. I think Deadly's going to wait and use the his power till right.
Here comes Deadly.
Unless does it now?
He's going around the outside of Yudi. Is Yudi going to defend down the inside? He's still there. They got to make sure they're coming together. He's going to be slow on the exit. No, he is through. Deadly, but he has the 3 seconds. And those soft tyres are probably going to be screaming at Deadly. But can Yudi stay with him within the last sectors of this track?
All he's got to do is stay with him. If he gets DRS and stays within 3 seconds, he's got him. Well, Nathan gets his fastest lap. Well played.
He does. Nathan picking up some positivity at the end of this race. Picks up that fastest lap of the race. Come on, Nathan. Give us a little wiggle.
But you don't get a point for it because you're not inside the top 10.
That is Yudi past.
He does. Yudi's gone for it. Yudi wants that third place. And Deadly's got another 3 seconds anyway. That's it. It's over.
That's it. Yeah, it is over. So it is going to be. And it is CJ3000 that has come to win here this afternoon in the Tier 2 division here at Austria. And he's given it a little wiggle across the line. And there goes Bananarama just going off into the runoff. Thank you, Jamie, for reserving this afternoon.
And then resets.
Oh, it's going to reset him, is it? Oh, and he's moving out of the way quickly. Hopefully that hasn't made any problems. But it's going to be Don Dedge that comes through to pick out a P2. And it's going to be Yudi that picks up the P3. And then A Fixture in P4. Rocket Man in P5. P6 for Deadly. No, P6 for Krieger. Deadly.
Wow,
going down to P10 after that.
P10.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
Let's get back into the points.
I'm saying my driver of the day is A Fixture, hands down.
Yeah, if he's made up all those positions. So, yeah.
I mean, it's not just that. The reason why I gave it him, because...
Come on, Nathan, give us a wiggle.
He came out at the wrong time in Q2 and suffered. Then he got himself all the way up. Then obviously span himself. So, and then got himself back to P4. So my driver of the day is A Fixter.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I goes to Adam, sort of helping his championships out there, getting back into a P4, starting P15 on the grid. Let's not forget, just that little mistake in qualifying compromised him here this afternoon.
Banana just sitting there. I don't know why he just didn't go in the pits.
He's just doing donuts.
Before then,
just sat there. Look at the wear on that tyre. I mean, no one would get to the end on that sort of tyre. And he has just letting the car be enough. On one track, there we go.
What a race.
Yeah, CJ3000 picking up a win. He probably may have not caught that this afternoon. Coming in. There he is then. There is your man on the top spot. We will get reactions from CJ3000, Don Dedge and Yudi this afternoon. Once they've done with their podium ceremony. So, driver of the day then is a fixture picking up the fastest lap, but was Nathan Silver Silver, and race winner was CJ3000. Yeah, so your race winner then CJ3000 on Edge P2, UDP3. Let's get the race director for you all. Excellent. And pit stops, you can slow it down on YouTube or Twitch if need be. Driver of the day, Nathan, has gone to a fixer.
Yeah, because of his amazing comeback he did, from starting solo down and spinning as well. I mean, Rocket Man, can't count him out as well. Was under the radar for most of the race, P17 to P5 for Rocket Man. But no, end of the day, he's going to a fixture for that.
Yeah, I totally agree. So if UD, Don Dedge, and CJ3000 want to come and join the comms box for a quick interview, that will be very much appreciated. As well, lads, as you join the party, make sure you've got your voice being able to share to stream, just so they can hear you and it picks up, no issues. There's Yuri Don Dedge. We'll just wait for CJ3000 to see who's going to join. Lads, make sure you've got your voice able to share, and then we'll be able to get it underway.
Hey, how do I get my thing to share?
Go into the party, mate.
Yep.
They can already hear you on stream, so that one's sorted, mate.
Alright, cool.
UD, test 1, 2.
Can you hear me?
They can, mate. We'll just wait to see if CJ3000 joins and we'll get this underway in the right order, lads.
Alright.
So it doesn't look like then, so we go to the Portugueseman of UD. UD, what a race from you, mate. Not qualifying, not so great, but you managed to come back in the race and pick up the podium this afternoon.
I think you're talking to the wrong Alpine because I qualified P3.
Oh, I am totally sorry then. Yeah, that was Adam. That was not the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, P3 qualifying and P3 in the race. UD, you must be absolutely delighted.
I am, because I know that I don't have the pace yet. I just know how to defend them, and their safety car came in exactly perfect spot, and I managed to do the hard tires all the way from lap 9 to the end. And I was really scared that I was gonna get a puncture like Tojo. It was really, really scary, but I managed to do it. Pilleback didn't go through. Unfortunately, CJ did, Don Dedge did, but they did a great job and they do have the pace. I don't. I'm the outlier here, so I'm
listen,
completely buzzing.
UD, obviously, we've not heard you on in Tier 2. It's been your first season here. You've come up from bronze from last season, just missing out on that championship ever so slightly to over to Bath. But yeah, how are you feeling with being in Tier 2? How has the difference been from coming up from bronze now that you're with these guys?
Oh, well, these guys are a lot more aggressive. They don't leave that much of a space for you to defend or attack, and it's normal. They're faster, they're smarter, they have more experience, and I just have to get used to it and find out where my strongest points are. And I think right now it's defense and wet weather.
Yeah, I mean that benefited you, but you had great pace within the race as well. You held your own. We could see that, me and Maggi. It's great race from you. You take it. I mean, round 1 and 2 has not really gone your way, but with you just adapting now to the Tier 2 grid is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I was last in Canada. I qualified P19 in Canada, and I qualified P3 in Melbourne. So It's as good as I can get.
There you go. Absolutely brilliant, Yudi. I don't know if Maggi wants to touch on anything. Maggi, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, do you want a towel, Yudi?
What?
You want a towel?
I have my towel here. I do.
Because the way he defended against Deadly was just unreal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I did my best, and I was really scared about that DRS advantage. He's probably gone into non-ERS or was just out because I started gaining and gaining, and I couldn't stay behind. I just had to go side by side with him and pray that he doesn't turn in on me. And he actually was really, really respectful because I was on really used hard tires and he was on new softs. He could just take the place, but he was really respectful, and I'm pretty happy with that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Yudi, great drive. Huge congratulations to me from the team, mate. I think you've done. Your Portuguese supporter is brilliant. It's unbelievable how you all sound the same. You, Sergio, and Alvaro. So now all the best, mate, and enjoy it.
I do hope they are proud.
They will be. They definitely will be.
Thank you.
Well done, Yudi. Then we go to Don Deadgen that is in P2, and I'm pretty proud of this kid today. So Don Dead, talk me through your race, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks for the introductions. Yeah, what a race. Sweating buckets here,
I can
but
imagine.
I'm over the moon because I was kind of hoping that there was going to be rain at some point. I just didn't think it was going to be quali. But when it came out in quali, I was like, okay, it's all about getting out at the right time. Otherwise, I don't know if I have the out and that one lap pace to out qualify some of these guys because the tier 2 grid is unbelievable this season. So once I was in P4, I was just like, okay, cool. Starting the hard tyres, I'm probably going to get away slow. But then a load of other people started on the hard tyres as well. So I was able to just manage the momentum and the pace from there. And when the safety car came out, I was kind of gutted because it kind of mucked my one stop strategy like completely out the window. But I decided, okay, I'm going to go for softs where nobody else is going to go for softs, try and get a gap and then do my second lap because I knew I was going to have to box again with the tyre wear on this game. So I'm just happy that it all panned out and came through.
Yeah, Dej, it was absolutely unbelievable. Obviously, I just said to Yudi there, and we've seen him come up from bronze. But with you, with last season, you're still in tier 2, and you was friends, teammates with Adam. When sometimes we've seen you a little bit struggling at times, but now it seems to have gone the opposite way, and you had great pace this afternoon. You got up into the P2 on that hard compound tire. You must have been delighted with how your pace was going in that first stint.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Australia is one of the tracks that suits my driving style really, really well. So this season for me, even though I feel like I've improved, this season for me is definitely maximizing my opportunities when I know that I'm really, really solid on a particular track. But yeah, no, overall, really, really happy with how I've come up and transitioned from bronze. I mean, we've got Alvaro, we've got UD that's come up this year, and hopefully I can lead by example in a way for them to kind of have another great season.
Yeah, you have that one season on them as well. Just one last question from me, Dutch, is how do you see yourself going forward now? Is there a possibility to maybe come back at Adam and try to give you fights in this championship this season?
It's a marathon, not a sprint. I've won a championship before. It's way too early to tell. The grid is completely stacked. You've obviously got CJ who beat me by I don't know how many seconds today. It's honestly, it's going to chop and change throughout the season, to be honest.
No, definitely, absolutely brilliant. Don Dodge, obviously, we have a great relationship off track, mate. So I got a smile from ear to ear. So I don't know if Maggi wants to touch on anything.
Well, I haven't really got much to say. All I'm going to say is congratulations, mate.
Thanks, bro. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, well done, Dodge, and I hope to hear a lot from you soon, mate.
Take it easy, guys.
Cheers, mate. So, Maggi, as I end every stream, mate, I get your opinion. How did you find that one today?
I was sweating too much, mate.
Yeah, we're not even racing and we're sweating. So definitely, I'm probably going to go and jump in the pool for a bit and get a bit cooled down. But no, Maggi, thanks for joining me as always. I really enjoyed doing this with you, mate. I think we really get good insights from previous races and this race as well. So yeah, we'll be back next week. But guys, that's it from us today. Don't forget tonight with 7 p.m. you were joined by Nathan. Still 30 viewers watching this as we end the stream here. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in. Yeah, don't forget to come and watch tonight. The Tier 1 guys going up head to head. That championship is heating up ever so slightly as well. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in. Don't forget if you are new around here and you'd love to come and get involved, and there's a quick exclamation mark Discord in the chat. there's a new raid coming up, so I'll get this finished up, wrapped up very quickly. But yeah, we'll catch you next week, guys, and thank you for everything. Bye for now.